1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Awesome Tavern Incorporated.
Milwaukee. Perched on Lake Michigan's western shore, it's the largest city in Wisconsin and fifth largest city in the Midwest. Milwaukee is a city that beer built.
I think you could go back to the German immigrants who brought their knowledge of brewing beer and also their love of beer to the city. Milwaukee's a huge German population. Also, the water here is amazing. You don't have to have any corrective measures when you brew with the beer. You don't have to add minerals or anything like that. The water is basically really good for brewing.
Ich trolle nicht, und wenn das Herz auch bricht.
As with any beer-centric culture, brewing is only half the fun. The real payoff is in beer consumption. To that end, Milwaukee is home to many a tavern, always buzzing with barflies. With so much time spent in bars, it's only natural the tavern-style pizza would reign supreme as the go-to pub fare. Pizza and beer go together like Laverne and Shirley.
You have to have some food when you're drinking right away, but and you do it in combination. You're eating, you're drinking. The squares of pizza, easy to pick up, easy to drink. Share and laugh and have a good time.
Like many American cities, pizza's rise traces back to the post-war era. In 1945, John Caravella and Joe Todaro combined their surnames to form the title of the Caradero Club, widely credited as the birthplace of pizza in Milwaukee. PizzaTV's Brian Hernandez went straight to the source and spoke with Wally Kutch, the modern keeper of the Caradero brand, tradition, and recipes.
You know, in Milwaukee, with all the beer that was being produced in the early part of the century, there was a pizza oven in every bar. So pizza in Milwaukee became synonymous with taverns.
Okay.
Start with a high-gluten flour. Turn it into a 15-ounce dough ball. Bring it down to 1/16 of an inch thick. And then...
And cheese, sausage, mushroom, onion, black olive, green pepper, and pepperoni. What's that? Well, in Milwaukee, it's a works. Give me a works.
Yeah.
And that's what we're gonna have, the works. You fold it.
Look at that though, and it's holding up under all that, so okay.
Now go ahead and get a load of that. And now, if it wasn't so hot, we could just pop this right in our mouth.
I still might.
Oh, what do you think, Brian? I don't think you can handle it.
You don't think so? You don't know me so well, my friend.
The crispy delights of Milwaukee's tavern pizza can be found at many establishments, including Zaffiro's, who since 1954 have kept their flaky, savory recipes a closely guarded secret. The city's pizza, along with a cursory glance at the names on businesses in old Milwaukee neighborhoods, provides evidence of a long tradition of Italian immigrants who settled here, leaving their permanent Mediterranean mark on the area's culinary canvas.
Yeah, you had a large immigrant population.
A lot of times family were coming to Milwaukee and then they were writing home and they were telling their family about it. Come to Milwaukee. And so they came here and they would have someone that could basically sponsor them so then they could immigrate to America. Well, Milwaukee is definitely a city that surprises. It's a city of value, so you can come here and we have just a great experience that's inexpensive. And we also have just this great cuisine.
Wade and Teresa Nimitz started Milwaukee Food Tours 12 years ago and have had a steady supply of thousands of foodies coming to explore Milwaukee ever since.
We discovered that everyone has a love of a different kind of food, and one of those foods is pizza. So we started doing a pizza bus tour and have had thousands of people travel with us to learn about Milwaukee-style pizza and more. If you want to find out about Milwaukee-style pizza, just come on our tour on the pizza bus. Check out MilwaukeeFoodTours.com.
One stop on the pizza tour is Balistreri's. Founded over 50 years ago by Jim Balistreri, this Italian restaurant has become an institution in the pizza sphere of Milwaukee. For much of those decades, Tom Seaver has been the man overseeing the Balistreri mission.
Why don't you give me just a brief rundown of the history and, maybe even the history, a little bit of Milwaukee tavern-style pizza?
Well, as best as I know, starting here that long ago, I learned from Jim himself, and he had explained to me how things, his origin, where he came from, of the Caradero Club on East Erie.
Okay, so you started from Caradero. That's kind of the offshoot from a lot of these places.
A lot of the main people in the pizza industry here have come from the Caradero Club in East Erie.
All right, so he split off from there, started his own thing, and explained to you why you guys do the things the way you do them?
Well, it was more so not knowing any different. I mean, at the time, it was synonymous to Milwaukee. It was synonymous that we had thin crust pizza and cracker crisp. And what I love about our pizza and our crust is it's thin, but it's very flavorful. It's different than a lot of other crusts that are out there.
Okay, so is there any particular reason why, being a tavern-style pizza, why tavern owners kind of grabbed onto this? Why did it appeal to tavern owners to do this kind of pizza?
I think it is because doing a thin crust pizza, you can bake it off much quicker.
Okay.
And I think for taverns, especially for people that are hungry, you wanna feed them quickly. And pizza, in the end result, is anything really you wanna make of it. I mean, the ingredients can be from soup to nuts. You can have anything you want on it.
Is this like the original recipe?
This is the original dough recipe.
Is that written down anywhere, or?
We have it written down in a safe place, and there's only 3 people that know how to do it.
I was gonna say, so only you and 2 other people actually make the dough for the 2 locations?
That is correct.
Okay, so do you guys fly on separate planes if you're traveling together, or is one locked in a safe house at all times?
We're never in the same place at the same time, except for today.
Oh no, okay. Yeah, we got a nice good crisp bottom underneath with some good coloration. Nice air structure in there with it just crumbling like cracker. So now we get to taste. That's very good. That sauce, the seasoning in the sauce comes through. It's great. And then got a nice good crisp and char on the pepperoni. Not char, but good crisp on the top. And what's the quintessential definition in your head when somebody says Milwaukee? Word association. Milwaukee.
Hard work.
Hard work. I like that one. Okay.
Hard
Why?
work.
Why?
I always equate it. I just always say it's the Midwestern work ethic. And it's just everything seems to radiate from the Midwest. You'll get your best chefs on the East or the West Coast. A lot of them came from the Midwest.
What in a nutshell makes Wisconsin, Wisconsin? The people. The people that live and work here in Wisconsin are welcoming and opening people, and that's what makes us unique.
If you walk into a local tavern, you're going to be a local by the time you walk out of that tavern. Everybody's going to know you. People love in meeting new people and talking to them and becoming friends around here. We always like to say Milwaukee's just a really big, small city.
We enjoy life. It's just fun to be here. I think people like each other. I notice you walk down the street, you're like, hey, hi. I don't see that other places, but here it's just natural. They like people.
Like many cities, Milwaukee is experiencing a resurgence of making everything old new again. Beginning in the 21st century, the city has been undergoing its largest construction boom since the 1960s. In the old brewing district, hip apartments have sprung up, along with office spaces and trendy pubs. They overlook a brand new arena for the Milwaukee Bucks, less than 1 year old. In the realm of basketball, the Bucks are on the rise with their winning record of success on the court. They're led by star player Giannis Antetokounmpo, colloquially known as the Greek Freak. Fittingly enough, like many of Milwaukee's founders, he's a European import himself. With cold suds and warm pizzas filling their bellies and championship dreams dancing in their heads, this city full of friendly folks stands teetering like a scale, balancing tradition and American nostalgia with progress and the future. On the next Pizza Roots and Routes, PizzaTV travels to Pennsylvania to explore the roots of Old Forge-style pizza.